morning, everyone. This is Rome Repair with Augie. I'm Augie. Today, since it's kind of rainy and drizzly here, I'm under an awning. I'm going to look at this outlet right here. It's a GFCI that does not work. I cannot trip. It won't trip at all. It just doesn't do anything. And it's after an outlet that's over there that feeds from the main box. So that GFCI there, and this one is not needed. It can just be a regular outlet like that. Now, that being said, when I trip that, this should go dead. Let's see, make sure we got power here or not. So, as you can see, maybe there's power. That needle is registering 120 volts. Okay, you can see it there. It dropped off. Okay. All right, so I got power there. Let me go over here and trip that other GFCI. Okay, so let me check this, make sure I don't have power here. And, oh, I do have power here. My, what happened? Tried this the other day and I did not have power. That can't be coming from the same place then. Well, that's surprising. Let me check and see if I do indeed have power from that other outlet. Okay, that is dead over there. So it might be wired so that it's not controlled. Well, that wouldn't make any sense though, would it? Let me go shut it off inside and I'll be back. Since this one has power and I tripped that one is dead, but everything after this is not dead. It's got power to it. So that must be wired to a different thing that I wasn't aware of. Just trying to figure this out here. That's what you have to do. That's what we got meters for, and you don't stick your finger on wires or anything like that. You don't want to do that. So what I do need to do here then is get a new ground fault circuit interrupter, GFCI. Maybe I've been saying that wrong. I don't even know what that is. I'll check when I'm buying it. So see what it's actually called. So I need to go up to Menards and get one of these, and one that works then apparently, because it's not working like I thought it was supposed to work. Checked this before and I thought I understood that controlled this, but it does not. So it's coming from another power source. Okay, so this was a little learning experience here again. I thought I had it figured out. It's a good thing I just didn't stick my fingers in there once I tripped that one over there and thinking I didn't have power here and start touching hot wires. So it's a good thing, if you don't have one of these, you start messing with this stuff, you better get one. You don't have to know how to read it. You just have to know if the needle bends that you got power there. So anyway, I'll go get one of those and I'll get back. Okay, everybody, I'm back from Menards. Got a new GFCI, ground fault circuit interrupter. I think I've been saying it backwards for a while. GCFI, that's GFCI. Anyway, okay, I went inside now and I've turned the power off. I know this is dead and everything after this is dead. And so is that one over there dead. And these are two GCFIs, okay? So that must mean that they're on the same circuit, but they're coming out of a different junction box, possibly. I guess. That's the only way I can explain it. So, I'm going to take this off of here, and we'll replace this GFCI. When I get it out of here, I'm still going to check it. Make sure that it's dead before I start touching wires. I prefer not to get shocked. I mean, it doesn't electrocute you to death, but it doesn't feel good either. Okay. So, boy, that's heavy wire. That's some heavy wire. Anyhow, so I got it out of here. So let me take the meter, touch a black and a white. No power there. Needle's not moving. No power there. Needle's not moving. Okay. And it is wired correctly. The ground is pigtailed together in there, and one wire comes to the ground, black on one side, white on the other. So, probably going to have to get a screwdriver for this. That's not going to work. They on there tight, and you want them real tight. The reason you want them real tight, either they get hot and then they get cold, and they get hot and cold. In expansion and contraction, it could loosen up. And you don't want that. Anytime you have arcing, if you have an arc in there, oh boy, that is really solid. Anytime you have an arc, it creates heat. Heat creates fire. You know, pretty simple stuff, I guess. Okay, all that comes apart, and look down here at the ground. I wouldn't want to mess with this stuff every day. Tell you what. Okay, these had, I haven't looked at the new one yet. These had where you just put the wire in the back and you tighten the clamp on the top. You don't have to put the wire around it, like I showed you in previous videos, except on the ground. It has a screw that you have to put the wire, loop it around. Loop it with the threads so that when you tighten it down, it doesn't want to back off. Okay, so here's the new one, and this is going to have, we'll put the ground wire on first. This is some heavy wire. It doesn't want to follow suit here. I guess I can just put that straight in. It's got a straight in clamp there, little valley there for the wire. I don't know if this is coming in. I can't tell. So I can put the wire straight in. There's a little clamp there under the green. I can clamp it down. So I got to straighten that wire. I'll get that loop out of it. Okay, you want to straighten that out a little bit. Squeeze it down. All right, where are we at? There we are. Put that under the clamp. The clamp is under the green screw. And tighten it down hard. Okay. So, now when you wire this, looks like the main wires come in at the bottom. And then the wires that are going to feed other outlets come at the top. And that's what this thing says. To remove. Says the load terminals under this label are for feeding additional receptacles. So, you're going to wire it correctly. So you want your main feed down below. And that looks like what that one is. Okay. And this is also a little clamp style. I want to loosen these up. You got to have 3 hands for some of this stuff, and I was only born with the 2. I doubt if I get them all 4 at the same time. So let's put the white ones out of the way there a little bit. Get the black ones in. They're both in well. Come on, get in there. There we go. Yep, it's all the way. Both of them are all the way in. Get them started well, and I'll really torque them down. Okay, those are done. Now we'll go to the white side here. Shove that one under the clamp, that one under the clamp. Really watch what you're doing here, you guys. and ladies. Wonder how hot it's going to get today. It feels really hot right now. Rained last night. It's supposed to be 89 today, so it's going to be humid. And the sun is just starting to peek out. Okay, not as strong as I used to be, but I think that's probably very tight. Yes, it is. I can see both ends of that sticking up under the clamp. I think I will button it up. And that way I won't, I'll save myself a trip down the basement. So anytime I can save myself a trip down the steps, that's a good deal. Well, Augie, you got the thing going the wrong way. There we go. That'll work better. All right, can you get it started? You gotta train those wires to get back in there. There we go. That sucks it in nice. All right. Okay, so I went downstairs and right below here and turned the power back on. I want to mention too, be careful when you're doing that, using that screwdriver and tight it in there, that it doesn't slip off and hit you in the hand. Helps to wear a red shirt. That way the blood doesn't show so much. So anyway, I got power here now. And the way these work is when the red light, little red light here is on. Right now it's got power. If I trip it, the light comes on red. I guess that means no power. I don't know. Red, stop. I don't know. And then you can just reset that. That goes away. And I already checked. This has got power. Everything after this, 4 outlets after this, have power. If I trip it, those don't have power. That GFCI over there always has power to that one and one other one. And that's all. It goes for this awning that's above here and a fountain pump just over there by the driveway. So I found out that they're on the same circuit, but they're controlled. They come out of the circuit, of a junction box probably differently. And one goes there and one goes over here and feeds out. That feeds out that way. So anyway, so I can button this back up now. Now I got power here. So what happened, well, I guess what happened, if someone would have gotten shocked, they would have got shocked on these other outlets over here because that GFCI was not working properly. So just happened to find that out when I was just trying to figure out where the outlets, what everything was controlled with, on what circuit and so forth. So it was it's nice to know where things are and how things operate. If you don't know, you should probably check your circuit box. If it's not marked, which a lot of them are not, your main circuit box, mark it, and that way you know. So anyway, that's it for me. 4th of July is tomorrow, and I'm going to start practicing this afternoon maybe with some cold beverages just to get ready for the 4th. We have people coming over tomorrow. So probably a rainy day, won't be able to get in the pool, but we can look at it. So everybody stay safe over the holiday there, and hope you did stay safe, but this won't come out till well after. But I hope you all have a great 4th of July, and have a blessed day and weekend coming up, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and hey, if you enjoyed it, tell your friends, and maybe hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Bye now.